Bunch formation. Trying to get outside, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Zayn unloads it downfield. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently.
And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Here's Manning to throw. Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the outside. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
It'll be 3rd and long. Offense changing the play. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind them. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So here they come on 4th and long. This play made much more difficult by that 3rd down penalty. 4th down, Manning. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Rush is on him, and down he goes.
Man, you have to love getting to the quarterback early in this football game. Your first drive, how about your offense? They already took care of business, put up points for you. Now you're getting to the quarterback, getting sacks. Great start for this squad.
Here's Arch to throw. Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
get sacked. You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Now here's Manning. Got his man. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The Longhorns will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Here's Sayin to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. To throw, it's Sayin. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down. He'll run for it. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Looking for space. It's Smothers. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll move the wide receiver. They give it to him again. Here's a little room there. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Extra point here will tie the game.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Finding open areas. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
There's some room. And he scored! Touchdown, Ohio State! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on a 61-yard touchdown run. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
They were only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
A run to the quarterback. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And it's exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Throwing, saying. A strike downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Buckeyes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Back to throw, it's Sayin. A shot toward the end zone. Pulls it in inside the 10. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to race to the edge on first and goal with the wide receiver. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss. Loss on first down increased the degree of difficulty. Second and goal from the 8. Back to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. Third and goal from the 2. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Arch is going to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Longhorns will try to convert on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Running inside, it's Smothers. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Say it. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield, it's Sayed. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things, and with...
Makes the grab and room to run. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And and he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the...
Maybe some room here. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
To the ground, he's got it again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, these offenses that are built for late game situations, when you get later in the football game and you have the lead, and you got a guy that you can hand it to like him that keeps making plays over and over again, man, does it start to put a lot of pressure on the defense for them to be super aggressive and bring a lot more bodies near the line of scrimmage.
Pressure coming. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
He's got it. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Makes the grab. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's Jackson. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Absolute shank. Missed it. Still up by 8 after the miss. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Looking for room, it Smothers. Picks up the first down. Could be an alley. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th.
And that's a big 2-point conversion right here by this offense. They needed that. We got a tie football game. This is what we always want every week, right? A great game down the stretch in the second half, so we don't have to hear anything about Palmer's hair or makeup. We just watch football.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Sends it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So now it's 2nd and long. Say it. They'll run the screen. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Got a man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great time between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You can tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go!
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They feed him again. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, now 4th down in your own end. With this much time left, do you trust your defense to get a stop? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. If you don't, then you need to go for this right now, and you need to try to go win this game.
And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
Arch Madness. Got it. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Texas! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And, man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there. Finish this thing off.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And that last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they finished the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Here's Sayin to throw. Here's the pressure. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, no big surprise here in the 4th quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. Going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Immediately fires to the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. The offense uses a timeout. 20 ticks remaining.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Again, it's Sayin. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
From the gun on third down, say it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Saying to throw for it on fourth. He's not afraid to go deep. Incomplete on... Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the USC Trojans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse